Welcome to Earth's Mightiest Weirdos. It is a giant weirdo panel this evening. Mark is out of town. In his stead, we are welcoming back Bryan with an I. B. Ferg. How are you doing tonight, Bryan?
I'm doing good. How are you guys doing?
It is great to have you back, man.
Man, it's good to be back. I miss you guys. I miss you guys a lot.
Back on the show, the last time he was on was the Hot Take-a-thon, is one of the Diz Life patrons, Anthony. Anthony, how are you doing this evening?
I'm doing good. How are you guys doing? Thanks for having me back.
And, of course, always holding it down in the Tiki Room studio, Marc Valentine. How are you?
I am doing very good. We just did a fond farewell to my co-host. Dwayne is heading back to Maryland. He came up to hang out with us for Halloween. A big shout out and plug to Magic Monday Lane that I am rocking their Galactic Hero shirt. Gentlemen, you got to get one of these. It's so soft, and I love the style.
I've got to get that Galactic Hero one because I am, in fact, a Galactic Hero.
It's a nice shirt.
Saving the best for last, of course. The man, the myth, the legend, Spider Rob. How are you doing, Piano Rob?
I'm doing good, man. This is fun. I love Monday nights.
I do too. Maya's here hanging out with us. How you doing, Maya? Mark, we're going to let you run the comments for a little bit until the trivia game starts, and then I'm going to take comments away. That's why comments aren't up on the screen either. Can't have anybody cheating here.
You just destroyed my strategy.
I knew
well,
it.
we are playing some MCU trivia tonight, but there's been a few developments in the world of Marvel. This coming week, we have Eternals releasing on Thursday night, technically. Is it at 6 or 7? I got to know what time my showing's for, so I know to get there on time.
I think it's 6.
Eternals, I think it's 6 too, right? Yeah, so Eternals comes out this Thursday night. It is actually the lowest rated reviewed movie on Rotten Tomatoes. Marc Valentine, does that damper your enthusiasm to see this film?
No, it just angers me even more because there have been people who have purposefully been review bombing the movie without even having seen it yet. There's a very small group of people who have the ability to write that review right now. That there were content creators who were under a gag order until about a week and a half ago, and credentialed press. Anyone else that's offering a review right now is not credentialed. Likely they have not seen the movie, and they are photobombing it because they heard of the content that does not meet whatever their social agenda or ideology is. I hate that. It's happened now a few times with MCU films. I'm sorry if something doesn't sit with you, but that's not fair. Just at least see the movie before you're going to offer a scathing review and lower its aggregate score and try to drive the narrative that it's a bad film. That's not to say the jury's out. Like, no one's seen the movie yet. And I've seen so many articles that are saying it's the lowest rated movie since Thor: The Dark World. How can that be? The score on Rotten Tomatoes, when the people who should have seen the movie saw the movie, was sitting at about a 93% critic score and audience score. And now all of a sudden it's been like bombarded with vitriol. And now all of a sudden the narrative is lowest rated movie in Marvel history. Like, that's people's jobs. Like, Chloe Zhao's career is going to hang on this. And Bryan, you and I are in the Star Wars community, right? We are no stranger to toxic fandom in the Star Wars universe. Like, we live in that realm. We created a podcast to get away from that realm. So this kind of stuff, man, drives me insane. I'm going to step off of my soapbox, take a deep breath and a sip of my ginger ale, and turn it to my other weirdos because I was hot.
Has anybody had their spirits dampened on this film? When you say it's going to make or break Chloe Zhao's career, I mean, she just won an Oscar. So even if this movie doesn't perform well.
In the MCU.
That's fair. Anthony, are you going to see Eternals this week, given the fact that you don't have a new baby joining you this week?
Hoping
happy new fatherhood soon.
Yeah. So as long as I don't get a call in the middle of the movie that I have to leave because my wife is in labor, then I think I should be fine. But
no, your phone's got to be off. That baby can wait.
I don't feel like getting divorced, so I unfortunately have to leave it on. Even on silent, she's the only one that it'll ring for. So no, I'm seeing it Thursday. The only thing I'm kind of disappointed about is there were a lot of spoilers that were leaked.
I have not been spoiled, and it's been great. I feel like I'm maneuvering some sort of maze. Rob, you are still in on this film, correct?
I'm in on all things Marvel. First of all, I it's funny. I love that Marc was that mad, by the way. That's as mad as you're going to see Marc Valentine get right there. That he would have hulked out if he was filled with gamma radiation. That was it. That was the most mad you're going to see him. I don't care what the critics say. I mean, if I want to see a movie, I'm going to see a movie. I've always been this way. You have to really appreciate the Marvel universe to care about all these Marvel films. Let's be honest about it. I also know, I don't know if we're going to get to this, but like Feige also said something about this new Spider-Man film. I don't think the Spider-Man film came together the way he had hoped it would come together also. So it's going to be an interesting end of the year here for us Marvel fans. I don't think it's going to make or break anybody's career. It's going to fit into the universe nicely, even if it doesn't make sense right away. But this film is necessary for the next phase of Marvel movies. So if you're all in, you're going to pony up the money and go see it, or you're going to wait for it to be on Disney Plus.
Going to put a pin in that conversation. We have a comment on that says, where can I get the Galactic Hero t-shirt? Marc Valentine, take it away.
I just left the comment, Ken. Go to magicmondaylane.com. Again, it's the most amazing. It's the softest shirt. I just got it today. It just arrived as magic mail. Lori Willie designed it from Enchanting Escapes, and my co-host Dwayne. They are creatively. They're magicmondaylane.com. I love it. I love small shops, man. If you are in the comments, if you're listening, if you're a small shop and you're a Disney content creator, hit us up in our DMs. We always love to connect with Disney shops and promote good people. Please let us know how we can help.
Did it really come by mail, or did they just hand deliver it to you?
No, it can't. Well, ironically, they mailed it, and then they decided to drive like last minute and hang out with us for Halloween.
Gotcha.
So it was weird having the mail arrive. They're like, yeah, we probably should have just drove that shirt to you.
By the way, don't get that shirt if you're a planetary pilot. We don't want any phonies wearing that shirt. Like, you got to be a galactic hero.
And Rob, to your point, I did almost Hulk out, but I didn't want to ruin my shirt.
Yeah.
To go back off what Rob was saying, Feige talked about Spider-Man No Way Home, saying you can believe a lot of stuff that's out there and don't believe everything. I think he's trying to tamper expectations, because I think people are putting endgame expectations on Spider-Man No Way Home, and that's not what this film is supposed to be. So we'll see. The post-credit scene of Venom, I mean, we are into the territory now where the Sony and the MCU, the Sony Spider-Verse, they're crossing over somehow, some way, because right now Venom has jumped through the multiverse, and he is living in the prime MCU timeline, for better or worse. Bryan Ferguson, are you excited for Eternals?
I am. I look forward to it. I'm a big fan of Marvel and MCU, as some people know. I don't think a lot of people know who I am, but I just love Marvel. So I'm in.
They should know who you are, because you are original to Marvel Monday.
I was original, yes.
The diehards will know that you were the original guy.
I think it was the second week of WandaVision when you joined us. The first week it was the Wolf and the Wookiee and me and Marc, and then I think you were there the very next week. So yeah, you've been.
Yeah, and I loved every second of it.
We need to get those WandaVision episodes on our podcast feed. Those are some of the best episodes we've done.
Do we really? Do we have to relive my Professor Xavier theory?
You saw right through what I was trying to do.
Do we really have to continue to put that into the ether?
All I will say, last thing on Eternals, is if Richard Madden and what's her name?
Gemma
Chan. If Richard Madden and Gemma Chan had real life children, they would be our overlords immediately. I have decided that. They are a beautiful couple.
Richard can be our overlord instantly. We don't need. Yeah, I'm just going to nominate him for like Emperor of the World.
All right, are we ready to get into some MCU trivia?
Heck yeah!
Yeah, man, let's do it.
All right, and you in the comments, we want you participating as well, gentlemen. No reading comments, no cheating. We are going to give everybody about 10 to 15 seconds per answer. We've got 25 questions on the board, roughly 5 per phase. I've got 5 for phase 1, 3 for phase 2, 6 for phase 3, 6 for phase 4, 5 Avengers. We have 25 total questions. All of these were off of the top of my head. They have been, at least I know at least 3 of them were questions that were part of a trivia game that I was a part of. So shout outs to the MCU Fan Show podcast and Sean Gerber. Credit where credit is due there. That if it seems like I didn't come up with the question, maybe it was just stuck in my head from that trivia game that I've played. So I don't want to be plagiarizing without anything there. But for the most part, everything I just came up with on my own, but it's all that I know the answers to. So we are going to go from there. And if you would like to participate in the comments, you are more than welcome to do so. If I see a correct answer in the comments, I will hold it up. But we will start with a general Infinity Saga question. And that question is, how many movies are in the Infinity Saga?
Oh my goodness.
Oh, my pen ran out already. This is going to be a great game.
If you know the answer to the question of how many movies are in the Infinity Saga, throw it in the comments. I did not put these questions into the system because I didn't want Mark or anybody else to be able to see the questions ahead of time. Nobody here has gotten these questions ahead of time. If you have your answer, please hold it up into the screen. Anthony says 22. Rob says 22. Brian Ferguson says 20. And Mark Valentine is the only one with the correct answer of 20.
Damn it is 23.
Spider-Man Far From Home is considered the epilogue to the Infinity Saga.
Oh, why am I even here?
That's why you're here. We are waiting for you. And we are going to go to our first surprise soundbite.
I award you no points, and may God have mercy on your soul.
Wait, so how are we keeping, Brian, are you keeping score?
I am keeping score. You get simply 1 point for a correctly answered question. Phase 1 question. Do we want to go just in straight order, or do you want me to jump around?
However you want to do it, man. It's your
All
game.
right, we're going to bounce around. You're going to go with phase 1. What magazine does Christine Everhart work for in Iron Man 1? What magazine? There's no gimmies here, but I don't think there's anything. Like I said, I do know the answer to these questions. So they're not overly difficult.
I have no idea. I don't even know if it's a real magazine or a Mark.
It is a real magazine. Mark has Vanity Fair. Anthony says US Weekly. Rob says Time. And B. Ferg said Vanity Fair. The correct answer is Vanity Fair.
Damn it.
I'm just here because
I just watched. So credit to the fact that I just watched both Iron Man movies this weekend.
Nice work. There's 3 Iron Man movies, though. So which one are you leaving out here?
3.
Okay. That is the wrong one to leave out.
It's like The Godfather. There's 2. There's 2.
The guy who got
your Christmas tree up.
He had all 23 movies for Infinity Saga right off the top of his head, but he didn't know there's 3 Iron Mans. I don't know what's going on.
I was gonna put 3 Iron Man movies, and I panicked, but then I handled it.
Oh, I'm not there. Hang on.
Well, I panicked, but then I handled it.
All right.
Well, I panicked, but then I handled it.
Do you have it now too?
No, I didn't. You hit the button twice.
Oh, all right. Let's jump to phase 3. What treat does Spider-Man tell Happy Hogan that he was given by an older lady? What treat was Spider-Man given on the streets of Queens? And he tells to Happy Hogan. What treat?
I don't know if I spelled that right.
You're a Disney guy, man. You better spell it right. Anthony says
That's right.
B. Ferg says
I didn't know
churro.
it. I don't feel good about it. I didn't know it till I saw it.
Mark says churro. Mark is 3 for 3. All right. Rob?
Everyone in this room is now dumber for having listened to it.
What's going on here today? Mark Adams, where are you?
It's fine, but
All right. Let's jump to the Avengers. Again, if you know the answers, please throw it in the comments. We've got multiple people. Patrick says churro with a question mark. I would accept that.
Patrick, I'm the same as you. I was second guessing myself.
I don't know what a
I can't
chirp
believe it was
is.
a churro.
Chirp.
Sarah did fix it for churro. Okay, we're going to jump to the Avengers phase. When Steve Rogers says, I understood that reference, what reference is he referring to?
This one I know.
Steve says, I understood that reference. Hang on, Slat. Put it down so they don't.
You told me to put it up when I know it.
What you just said is one of the most insanely idiotic things I have ever heard.
Is it all Billy Madison?
Okay, a simple wrong would have done just fine, but
Put up the answers. I know Rob got this one correct. The Flying Monkeys from The Wizard of Oz. Beeford, do you got it or no? Anthony?
No, I didn't have it.
All right. Mark, 4 for 4. Rob,
I didn't want to cheat either because Rob put the answer up really quickly.
I was just excited I knew one. This was awful to start for me.
Phase
I'm on a
4.
horrible podcast.
Phase 4. When is Agnes and Ralph's anniversary? Month and day.
Oh.
There should be a beer named after it. The only way Ralph would remember our anniversary if there was a beer named.
No, I don't remember.
I don't remember this one.
On
no
3,
idea.
hold up your answers.
No,
Nobody.
I got nothing.
Anthony, April 9th. No, that's my son's birthday. August
My
10th.
birthday.
No, August 23rd is the day that Mr. and Mrs. Hart come over for dinner. But the only way Ralph would remember our anniversary if there was a beer named June 2nd. June 2nd is the correct answer.
Nope.
All right, let's go back to phase 3. Korg refers to Thor as the new blank. See you later, new blank. Five, 4. Sarah says, I barely remember my anniversary, which is today. Happy anniversary, Sarah.
Well, I'm glad you remembered it in time.
All right, let's see those answers. Bryan, you look distraught.
I'm really upset at this one because that's one of my favorite movies.
Mark Valentine, is that a no?
gosh.
No, I was wrong. I was wrong, and I was going to change it, but I'm good.
See you later, new Doug.
New
Doug
Doug.
was the correct answer. Anthony and Rob both got that one.
I feel like you should have had your boy Hammer preloaded with the sound. You should have had Anthony preloaded in your Roadcaster. He does.
Anthony, is that you?
That's it.
It's ready. All right, moving on. Let's jump into phase 2. Who narrates the Captain America Smithsonian exhibit in Captain America: The Winter Soldier? Who is the narrator of the Smithsonian exhibit in Captain America: The Winter Soldier? You Disney fans should get this one. He's famous for narration. 19 years for Sarah. It's their anniversary. Sarah, we really appreciate you hanging out with us, but it's your anniversary. Who narrates Captain America's Smithsonian exhibit in Captain America: The Winter Soldier? Hold up your answers, please. Maya says Morgan Freeman. Anthony says Morgan Freeman. And Rob says Morgan Freeman. Brian Ferguson does not have an answer. And Mark says Morgan Freeman.
Mark said
Okay,
Morgan
it's
Franklin. I
wrong.
think that F stand for.
I award you no points.
It's wrong.
The correct answer is Gary Sinise.
Ah, that makes
Dude,
sense.
I
That
just
makes
was.
sense.
You're like you just went with voice. I'm like, okay, is it James Earl Jones or Morgan Freeman? I knew it wasn't James Earl Jones. I'm like, just thinking of prominent voice.
But he's a famous Disney narration guy.
That would have been great if they just took the Lion King stuff like, remember Steve Rogers.
Remember.
Remember who you
Bum,
are.
bum, 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 bum.
According to Sam Wilson, who or what are the big 3 from the Falcon and Winter Soldier? According to Sam Wilson, Who or what are the big three?
Ugh, I hope I got it right.
Brett's getting mad at Maya for making him believe that Morgan Freeman was in the MCU. Sarah says she's hanging out with her daughter. She has hockey practice tonight. I just got back from hockey practice as well.
He's the new coach at Team USA.
The answer, Mark says, aliens, androids, and wizards. Boom, 4-4-4. Everybody got
that. I didn't get it, Brian. To be fair,
what did you put the last one on?
Gods. Sorry.
Oh,
I missed that one. My bad.
There's only one God, Brian, and I'm pretty sure he doesn't dress like that.
Doesn't dress
Amen,
like
that, brother.
What animal, jumping to phase 1, in Thor 1, which animal does Thor request when he enters the pet store? Which animal does Thor request when he walks into the pet store in Thor 1? Dr. Bruce is here. He says the big three are GM, Ford, and Mopar. Dwayne got it. Gary Sinise, he had Lieutenant Dan. You ain't got no legs, Lieutenant Dan. All right, hold up your answers. Thor requests a horse. Horse is the correct answer. We are looking at it right now.
I'm blanking on that.
Bryan Ferguson with 2, Rob and Anthony with 4, Mark with 6.
He's earning that Galactic Hero shirt.
I should have 3.
Unless I hit 999,999, I'm disappointed.
Yeah, you're right, Brian. I'm sorry. It blended in with the other one. Brian has 3. Okay, next question. Let's go back to the Avengers. Whose look does Vision pattern his own after? Vision creates a look after seeing one of the original 6 Avengers. Which one is it? This is in Avengers Age of Ultron. Go ahead and hold up your answers. Steve, Captain America, Iron Man. Bryan Ferguson did not look confident, but that is correct. He looks at Thor and Thor's cape, and he gives himself that cape.
Oh, that's right.
I knew that. I know.
I hope this is good podcasting.
I knew that.
Because it looks like none of us know anything.
I feel like
I just took a guess. I ain't gonna lie to you.
So a host doesn't come in last.
Is Kara here? I haven't seen Kara in the comments. She's going to know the answer to this next one. In Ant-Man, what type of wine does Luis enjoy with his cousin Ernesto? There are 2 answers I will accept.
Oh my gosh.
What type of wine does Luis enjoy with his cousin Ernesto?
Oh.
It saved the day.
Dang, I knew I got it wrong.
Oh, you're right.
Saved the day.
A delightful rosé. I also would have a delightful rosé that saved the day. I love Luis so much.
Me too.
Just the best. All right, let's jump back into phase 4. What college did Sean or Shang-Chi? What college did Sean and Katie attend? I'll give you a hint. It is a college in the same state that they live in the movie.
Now I'm debating where they lived in the movie. Hold on, I'm changing this. I don't know if I'm right. All right.
I know I'm wrong, but oh well.
I don't know.
Go
You
ahead.
might be right. I see it there.
Mark says Stanford. That is incorrect. Caltech. That is also incorrect. Bryan Ferguson. Nothing.
I don't know.
Anthony.
Nothing.
Cal Berkeley.
I think Troy.
Correct answer.
Cal Berkeley. I think
Cal
Troy
Berkeley.
Bolton went to Caltech.
Who?
It's not true.
Who?
Who?
All right. Let's go. Let's go back to phase 2. I expect you guys to get this one. Cool. What is the name of the prison that the Guardians of the Galaxy escape from? What is the name of the prison that the Guardians of the Galaxy escape from? Escaping, they need the Cornex battery, and they need
we
that.
all know the scene. We're all picturing everything about it except what the name of the prison is.
I promise you that movie is on in my living room right now.
Johnny Diggs got Berkeley. Johnny got it right.
I think Johnny Diggs might have went to Berkeley.
I will tell you, Dr. Bruce says that Folsom Prison is the answer. I will tell you that is incorrect. Let's see the answers. The
I
kiln.
got nothing. I didn't write anything.
The kiln.
The kiln. Damn it, it is the kiln.
I will accept the misspelling. It is K-Y-L-N, but I will accept the misspelling because I'm not.
I hope Allie's not listening to this.
It's not right.
Thank you, Brian.
Allie's screaming right now at me if she's watching this that I didn't get that.
Okay.
Got it. Damn it.
All right. How many this week's release is of the Eternals? How many main Eternals characters are in this film?
Ooh.
How many are on the poster? There are the same number on the poster that there are characters. I will not ask you for their names. Ken is asking, is that a Conway Mighty Ducks Team USA jersey? It is. I came straight from hockey practice with my kids, and that's what I was wearing tonight. So
Brian, Ken knows his stuff. You'd enjoy Ken.
That's good. I like that. The comments are nailing this, so I hope you guys get it. Let's see the answers. 10, 6, and 10. Everybody but Rob got it.
It's 10? How do you guys know this? The movie didn't even come out yet.
Can I tell you? I only know because the Eternals toys are the new Happy Meal toys, and there's 10 on the box.
Listen,
I was like, all right, how many of these am I going to have to go buy?
That's a great reason. I didn't think there was that many. That's a lot.
I think those Happy Meal toys are straight up creepy.
Yeah, the one that I have.
I don't know. I'm really
All right. To score update: Mark with 9, Rob with 4, Brian with 6, Anthony with 7. Come on, Rob. I believe in you.
Yeah, it's all right. I'm good at piano.
And if not,
I award you no point, and may God have mercy on your soul.
All right. Let's go back to the Avengers. What is the name of the character portrayed by Peter Dinklage in Avengers: Infinity War? Peter Dinklage is Tyrion Lannister. He's the little guy. What is the name of the character portrayed by Peter Dinklage in Avengers: Infinity War? Patrick wants us to name all of the Eternals. Can anybody do it? I could get about 7 probably.
I don't know how to spell it.
Spelling doesn't count.
Or it'll be fine. Brian, you ready?
You know how many spellings I've seen for Bohemian Rhapsody over the years?
The correct spelling is E-I-T-R-I, Eitri. Anthony got it exactly correct.
Wow.
Can I say Giant Elf?
Giant Elf, I will not accept Giant Elf, unfortunately.
Yeah, because he's a dwarf.
Ooh.
Not an elf, he's not.
He is.
He's an angry elf.
He's an angry elf.
Call me angry elf
Say
one
it
more
one more
time.
time. Say it one more time.
Let's get into phase 4. Some of you that know me knew this question was coming, and it is a shout out to New York Ranger fan Ryan. What is the population of Westview, New Jersey?
Wow, the exact population?
What is the exact population of Westview, New Jersey? You guys haven't watched WandaVision recently.
No.
Dude,
I haven't.
Show 1,000 times.
I love that
Oh
show
my
so
God.
much. There is a specific story as to why I know this one.
Does this work like Price is Right? Closest to retail value without going over?
If you are within 10, I will give it to you.
Yeah, okay.
Within 10.
I'm gonna bet $1.
Closest without going over.
$1.
Anthony got it exactly right.
Why?
So,
Why?
3,892.
Dang.
I knew.
Wait a
as soon
minute.
as
You
he
said
asked
if
me,
you got it with him, how many?
10.
Oh.
Well,
I
he
knew
won
as soon
both.
as he asked me, I was like, okay, I have to
Yeah.
look this up again. I knew it was coming.
He won both showcases because he got it spot on. So you go home with nothing and nothing.
Okay, a simple wrong would have done just fine, but
All right, we're gonna go easy. This is one for
Oh,
one.
don't say that because
Yeah,
then if we
that-
screw it up, we feel horrible.
What does
Exactly.
Peter name the AI in his suit in Spider-Man Homecoming? What is the name of the artificial intelligence in Peter Parker's suit? Really? I thought Rob was
think
going
I
to
get-
on immediately.
I think I got it. I think. I hope it's right.
I'm going to kill some time.
What you just said is one of the most insanely idiotic things I have ever heard. At no point in your rambling, incoherent response were you even close to anything that could be considered a rational thought.
Let's see the answers, fellas. Karen.
Damn.
Karen.
Oh,
All right.
that's a bad word.
Everybody except Brian got that one.
I'm glad I got it.
I
Took
feel
me a
bad,
second,
too,
but at least the
because I love
recall's
Spider-Man.
there.
Maya says, "Let me speak to your manager." She was trying to give you guys a hint.
That's
I
funny.
kept thinking
Oh.
Morgan, and I was like, that's not it, but I know it sounds like that.
Morgan Freeman.
I'm pretty sure I'm not in the chat. I figure none of us are because we don't want to know anything. So I don't know what's going on in the chat.
Can I talk to your manager? Brett. I'm wondering if Brett did off the top of his head, but he says Thena, Ajax, Cersei, Sprite, Icarus. I think it's Makari, Gilgamesh, Phastos, Kingo, and Druig. Those are the 10 Eternals.
I thought you wanted the Eternals. Aren't that all the sodas at Club Cool that he just named?
One wine is the new Beverly. Just
Oh,
saying.
Brian, he did do that rundown of all the characters.
That was a good joke. That didn't deserve that. That was a good joke.
All right, let's go back to phase 1. When asked how he's feeling after receiving the Super Soldier Serum, Steve Rogers gives a one-word response. What is that one word? In Captain America: The First Avenger, when asked how he feels after receiving the Super Soldier Serum, Steve Rogers gives a one-word response. What is that one word? Patrick's got it in the comments. Brett's got it. Ken got it exactly correct, except for the question.
Wow.
Can I put my answer up?
You can in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Taller, bigger. Mark, I will give it to you with tall, but taller is the official correct answer. Anthony's catching up. Mark has 12. Anthony has 11. Rob with 6. Brian with 8.
I figured this is like golf. You want to get as few strokes as possible.
Oh, yeah.
Sarah said the word was groovy. That would have been different.
Before bigger, I had good written, so at least I was closer.
I don't think that word existed when Steve Rogers was running around.
Groovy. All right. Do we want to go? I will put the ball in Mark Valentine's court. Phase 1, phase 2, phase 3, phase 4, or the Avengers?
Phase 1.
Phase 1. To close out the phase 1 category, where does Justin Hammer get his Italian ice cream flown in from? Where does Justin Hammer get his Italian ice cream flown in from?
Do you have my bird? Where's I want my bird.
I should have this as a sound effect, and I do not. And I'm disappointed in myself. Go ahead and hold up the answers. The correct answer is San Francisco.
San Francisco.
Oh, he got ice cream flown in from
Dang,
San
that's
Francisco?
right.
Italian ice cream flown in from San Francisco. Anthony ties it up. Mark, I didn't see your answer. You didn't have it, did you?
No.
Okay.
I'm mad at myself.
Phase 1 is complete. Anthony, phase 2, phase 3, phase 4, or Avengers?
Let's do phase 4.
Phase 4 to close out phase 4. What was Yelena's favorite song as a child in Black Widow?
I only saw this once.
You only saw Black Widow one time?
Yeah, and I haven't even seen it since it's been released again on Disney. I'm terrible during the fall.
I mean, you're far more busy than anybody else, especially on the weekends when all I do is sit on my butt. So, the correct answer, Mark has it. American Pie, the Itsy Bitsy Spider. Good one, Rob. I like that. Bye, bye, Miss American Pie. I really, really like that scene when Red Guardian sings it to her.
And I made potty on my hands.
That one's my fault. I should have watched it 3 more times by now, but I haven't.
All right.
David Harbour for the win.
B. Ferg, we have 1 left in phase 2, 2 left in phase 3, and 2 left in Avengers.
Avengers.
Yes.
Avengers.
Good call,
What
man.
year is Thanos from in Avengers Endgame?
Oh,
What year is Thanos from in Avengers Endgame?
I don't know this. I'm going to have fun with it.
I think I got this one.
Mark?
Everyone in this room is now dumber for having listened to it.
Can I go first then?
Go
Because
ahead.
I'm going to ruin it. In the year 2000. Conan fans will get it.
I don't get it at all. Anthony says 2015. Rob says 2014. B. Ferg. The correct answer is 2014, the same release year as Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 1. 2014. All right.
I knew I was rusty.
Apparently we're the only Conan O'Brien fans.
I don't get him.
So Bryan got me.
Maya says 1, 2, 3, 4. Johnny says, I can't believe Rob didn't play American Pie.
Every verse. That's in my brain. Every single word to American Pie, in case anybody was wondering, all 10 minutes of it.
Let's close out. No, let's not. Let's go to phase 3. According to Colonel Rhodes, how many countries ratified the Sokovia Accords?
Come on.
How close we got to get? Exact?
Within 25.
Okay. I don't know if that's right.
Say, the comments, some people in the comments are doing really, really well. So
I'm afraid somebody in the comments did better than me, and I'm going to get a note after this that somebody in the comments is on the show next week.
Ken says he pictures Andy Rickard singing. Anthony says 37. That is not correct. Rob is going to get it on a technicality, as is Bryan Ferguson. The correct answer is 117 countries, Sam.
117. I knew it was up there. All right.
Is that
I'm
what
glad you
I
gave us
wrote?
a little bit of leeway.
Sarah got 118. Main Mud Runner got 114. Brett got 128. David 108. 117 countries.
Dude, this is a lot of
Glad that one
fun.
was-
You know what I like about this? I like that everyone is playing at home.
It is fun.
Me too.
Trivia
This
is
is a
always
lot of
fun
fun.
for that reason. People,
Yeah.
you want to see what you remember. That's what it's about.
Rob, phase 2 or phase 3? I am saving the final Avengers question for the final question of the game.
I'll go 2.
In which film was Stan Lee a beauty pageant judge? It was in a small town in Tennessee, if you would like a hint. In which film was Stan Lee a beauty pageant judge? The other hint is it is in phase 2.
It's a very sloppy N. I didn't watch this one, Bryan, but I know this answer.
You should have watched it. Tis the season. It is. You could put up your Christmas tree. You could start putting the ornaments on it, and then you could watch the movie. It's perfect.
You know why I don't watch the movie? Because he goes to Tennessee. That's why I don't watch the movie.
What's wrong with Tennessee?
Nothing's
what
wrong
is
with
wrong with Tennessee?
This is random. Why did his suit malfunction and fly to Tennessee? It just makes me mad.
Everybody that moves to Tennessee loves Tennessee, especially Nashville.
Listen, man, I told you I'm coming to hang out with you. We're going to Nashville, and I want to have some spicy chicken.
I'll take you to some good spicy chicken, some good Nashville hot chicken. Buddy.
That's what I want.
Well, I panicked, but then I handled it.
That man is the gift that keeps on giving.
I feel like we should have an episode like we did with The Last Jedi, where you defend Iron Man 3, where you talk to me about why Guy Pearce is a good choice for a villain in Iron Man 3.
Why Guy Pearce?
Yeah.
Well, okay. Do you want me to go on my entire rant about Iron Man 3 being a retelling of the Christmas Carol? Because I can do that too.
Let's save it. Let's save that. Let's do an episode on that.
On Iron Man 3 as a Christmas Carol? Dude,
Yes.
I am in. Hawkeye might get in the way of that. We might have to do that. If you need to hear it right away, go back to United We Fan, talk about are they Christmas films, where we debate Nightmare Before Christmas, Die Hard, Iron Man 3, and Batman Returns, and if they are Christmas films. That was the very first time Marc was ever a part of United We Fan, wasn't it? When you recorded that short segment about Nightmare Before Christmas.
Nightmare Before Christmas, yep.
Are you saying it is or it isn't a Christmas movie?
Nightmare Before Christmas. Which one? Nightmare Before Christmas?
Yeah.
It is not a Christmas movie.
It is not.
Not a Christmas movie?
No.
Die Hard.
See, I think.
It is one of the worst movies of all time. There, I said it.
Oh my God!
What about now?
What's this? What's this? Is one of the greatest Christmas songs ever written, of the excitement about Christmas ever.
He's not wrong.
Feeling hot, hot, hot.
Danny Elfman. I'm not a Danny Elfman guy. I just go back to that Family Guy Star Wars one where now we got to do the rest of this with Danny Elfman.
It is funny. Hey, he's got it. Listen, he's good. He's good for what he does, though. Who writes a creepier soundtrack than Danny Elfman?
Do you know who the voice of Jack Skellington is?
The singing voice is Danny Elfman.
I was about to say the singing voice is Danny Elfman.
But the speaking voice.
No, who's the speaking voice?
Patrick Stewart.
No, it is Prince Humperdinck from The Princess Bride.
Humperdinck. 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 Humperdinck.
Anyway,
Conceivable.
Thank you. Appreciate that.
You blave.
To close out phase 3 before our final question of the game, what does the acronym EDITH stand for? Peter Parker's glasses in Spider-Man Far From Home. The acronym of EDITH, what does it stand for? We made him so upset he left. Rob will be back in a minute. We're not going to answer the question until Rob gets back, or we'll just move on anyway.
I don't know this because I've only watched this movie one time because it's not on any streaming service or anywhere, and I did not buy it.
Oh, I think it's on Stars, maybe.
Yeah, I don't buy Stars.
Who does buy Stars? Just straight up Stars, through Amazon channels. If you're out there, let us know.
But seriously, I've only seen this movie in theaters once.
There is one. You've seen this movie one time?
Yeah, I love it too, and I love it, but I just.
Would you like My Movies Anywhere password?
So it's just never. It's not on anything. I mean, seriously, I love this movie.
We have multiple people with the correct answer in the comments. Brian Ferguson, what do you have? Even dead, I'm the hero. Even dead, I'm the hero.
Oh, yeah, that's right. That's better
Even
than every.
dead, I'm the hero. That is what EDITH stands for. Every dog is truly heroic. That's a happy.
I was going to go with every good boy deserves fudge, but
every good boy is fine.
Yes.
I was going to say, here it comes. All right. The final question of the game, and I want you to think about this because it is not the answer you think it is. What were Tony Stark's final spoken words? What were the last spoken words of Tony Stark? In his physical life, not in the film. What were Tony Stark's final words?
In his last living words, you're saying. Okay.
Not counting. The answer is not I love you 3000 that he said to Morgan on his recording.
Yeah, when he's still alive, right?
When he's still alive. What are
okay, good. That's what I went with. I was like, wait, are we going with the recording or
not the recording? not the recording. His last spoken words. Multiple people in the comments have gotten it, and I think because yes, you two both got it.
Oh no, I didn't know that. I forgot about that.
I looked up.
People think it is I am Iron Man when he snaps, but he says, "Hey, Pep," and that is the only person that he has the physical strength to simply speak to when he is dying, and she gives him the permission to basically let go. I love that scene so much. I really like the deleted scene of everybody taking a knee and all that. I understand why it was cut, but if you have not seen that deleted scene, please check it out.
Spoiler alert.
Dying?
These were some really good questions, by the way.
He dies?
What?
Tony dies?
We have a tiebreaker situation on our hand.
What? I'm tied for the lead?
Mark and Anthony, both with 14 points.
Oh, man.
The closest person to write down the number to the revenue of Avengers Endgame. Total box office revenue of Avengers Endgame. The closest to the actual number wins the game. All right, Mark, let's see it. Mark says 2.2 billion.
I'm way off, yeah.
You are off. Anthony said only 1.3 billion. The correct answer is $2.797 billion. Mark Valentine wins the game.
I don't feel clean about that. I just share the title. Anthony, I don't feel clean about that, man. We have to share the title. We're gonna lift it together. I went of a technicality and a horrible one. I was $500,000 off. I don't feel comfortable winning.
I was $1.5 billion off.
It is the biggest film of all time, in my personal opinion. It was released 1.5 times in theaters. It never officially left when they added in that extra scene, which featured Reginald Bell Johnson. Like Avatar's been in theaters like 5 different times. It doesn't count.
Yeah, that's not fair.
They're just gonna go back and forth.
Yeah.
I was hoping you were gonna say the total MCU gross.
Listen, Avatar is a decent film, but like right now, is there anyone here that honestly would say as just an enjoyable film you'd pick Avatar over that?
You mean Dances with Wolves with blue people?
Thank you.
Over Endgame?
It's not fair to ask us though on the Marvel podcast.
It has not aged well for me. It never really I didn't really love it. But
it's a great film, deserving of that title. No way in heck. It deserves a place in history of cinema, but it does not deserve that title. James Cameron can't keep releasing it just to get the crown back, which is all he's doing at this point.
Can he though?
He can, but it's ridiculous. Hey, how about this, Jim? How about this? Where's Avatar 2, 3, 4? Why don't you work on those instead of just re-releasing that, buddy, pal, Jim? Come on our podcast.
It's hard to get that storyline, Mark. Come on.
So you asked us if we cared about the film over Avengers Endgame, and we all could have just said,
Okay, a simple wrong would have done just fine, but
gentlemen, I hope that was a good time. I hope it was a good podcast. If you have missed any of Earth's Mightiest Weirdos in the past, it is on your podcast feed. Just search Earth's Mightiest Weirdos. Anthony, thank you so much for joining us. Anything you need to plug, Anthony? You've been on any other podcasts lately?
Just with you on Comics and Cinema with our friend Alex Klein.
Oh yeah.
As of late, we were on the
Talking Venom.
Yeah, and then I was on the same one with our friend Jalen for Halloween Kills.
Halloween Kills, spoiler alert. I don't get it. How does he?
I just watched it 2 days ago.
He lives through everything.
That was the part I had to accept, that he is like a spawn of the devil in general at this point. Like, and I think you've had to accept that a long time ago. He is pure evil. He can't be killed by he soaks in the negative energy and it makes him more powerful.
If I'm not mistaken, wasn't he created by a cult?
Well, I mean,
or whatever.
Some people would say the timeline is more confusing than Star Wars.
It's way worse than Star Wars.
So
you got to watch all of those almost individually, even though there's a continuation. It's just be there for the scares. That's what it's for. It's not for a story.
Some of the best
original
kills in
Rob
this one.
Zombie Halloween is the best one.
Whoa, that is a hot take right there. I don't agree with that at all. Ooh. Wow. Beeford, what's going on in your life?
Nothing. Just working, man. Waiting on you guys to call me to come on and do the podcast.
We are going to get you on Earth's Mightiest Weirdos far more frequently. Rob, where are you playing this week?
The public places. I'm at the Boathouse. Oh, no, I'm not. Friday night, I'm in Lakeland. So if you're in Lakeland, Florida, I'm playing Winter Circle Sports Bar on Friday. Saturday night and Sunday morning, I'm at the Boathouse. Those are my public gives this week. If you're around the Four Seasons on Disney property tomorrow, I will be there for a fun show. So I'll be hanging out there.
What is going on in this Disney Life land?
Dwayne and I did a really fun episode with Derek from the Satisfactual Sign Company. For those who don't know Derek's incredible story from his time as a cast member at Disney, working in figure finishing over in Animal Kingdom and really just working on some of the most iconic rides that Disney has, to getting furloughed and starting his own shop and creating some of the most amazing stuff. Derek joins us. Just a lot of laughter. And then we asked him to Imagineer his own attractions over at Magic Kingdom. And guys, just a spoiler, we came up with the coolest idea. I have to ask you what your thoughts on it. Columbia Harbor House, scrap it, make a Snuggly Duckling Tavern, like Oga's Cantina, where it's a legit bar. Book it.
I had a dream once.
Yep.
That's if they change their more rules on alcohol at the Magic Kingdom.
But you have to be there. You can't take it out and carry it. It's like Oga's. You gotta stay and drink and finish the drink there. And that really wouldn't be all that different, Rob, because we had someone say that it wouldn't be that different because you're not carrying the alcohol around park.
I don't disagree with you. I just never know how far they're going to stray from Walt. Like, Walt didn't want people intoxicated because they wanted the parents and the kids to enjoy it on the same level. Yeah. Have we gone so far from 70 years ago? Maybe we have. Either way, I'm fine. I'd rather alcohol, but I'm an adult.
Now, they do serve alcohol at some of the sit-downs, though. So you can get an alcoholic beverage at some of the table service places.
Isn't it just Be Our Guest, or did they change that?
I could
CRT has it, I think.
That Cinderella's Royal Table has that too.
I'm pretty sure CRT has it.
They used to not, so that must have been a new update over the last couple of years. Because it used to be a joke, like you'd go in there and they bring you cranberry juice and pretend like, well, it's magical wine, and it's like, I want some freaking alcohol, lady.
No, I want the real. Yeah, go back, go tell Cinderella's mice to bring me the real deal, man.
Go ahead, Brian.
Can I say, Rob, you missed your cue. You had 2 cues right there for you to play the song. I had a dream.
I had a dream. I don't have my hook hand.
I have dreams like you know, really, just much less touchy-feely. All right. Well, thank you so much, United We Fan. We are working out the kinks on how to do a Backstreet Boys versus NSYNC battle royale. It's going to be a lot of fun. Gentlemen, for all time.
Always.